like this he looks like. They are small and shy and hairy, and there are lots and lots of them in the Finnish forests. The greatest difference between them and us is that a Moomintroll is smooth and like sunshine. The common trolls pop up only when it's dark. Snufkin asserted that you aren't hibernating either. Unbelievable. It's quite horrid. Are you really awake the whole long, black, cold winter? Poor children. Now you are quickly going to let your house be snowed up. And if you haven't one, then dig you in a snowdrift as soon as November comes. There you have it warm and fine until spring. But before you go to sleep, you have to eat properly pine needles and take your woolly knickers on. My respect to your fathers and mothers from the lot of us. I do hope you're going to like us. And if it isn't too much asked, please, it would be awfully fun if you saluted the rulers of our country. Moominpappa says they are lodging in the capital, in a Moomin house of gold. Moominmamma. P.S. Please excuse my rotten English. You see, Moomins go to school as long as it amuses them. One grey morning, the first snow began to fall in the valley of the Moomins. It fell softly and quietly, and in a few hours everything was white. Moomintroll stood on his doorstep and watched the valley nestle beneath its winter blanket. Tonight, he thought, we shall settle down for our long winter's sleep. All Moomintrolls go to sleep about November. This is a good idea, too, if you don't like the cold and the long winter darkness. Shutting the door behind him, Moomintroll stole into his mother and said, "The snow has come." "I know," said Moominmamma. "I've already made up all your beds with the warmest blankets. You're to sleep in the little room under the eaves with Sniff." "But Sniff snores so horribly," said Moomintroll. "Couldn't I sleep with Snufkin instead?" "As you like, dear," said Moominmamma. "Sniff can sleep in the room that faces east." So the Moomin family, their friends and all their acquaintances began solemnly and with great ceremony to prepare for the long winter. Moominmamma laid the table for them on the veranda, but they only had pine needles for supper. It's important to have your tummy full of pine if you intend to sleep all the winter. When the meal was over, and I'm afraid it didn't taste very nice, they all said good night to each other, rather more carefully than usual, and Moominmamma encouraged them to clean their teeth. Then Moominpappa went round and shut all the doors and shutters and hung a mosquito net over the chandelier so that it wouldn't get dusty. Then everyone crept into his bed, and making a cosy nest for himself, pulled his blanket over his ears and thought of something nice. But Moomintroll sighed a little and said, "I'm afraid we shall waste an awful lot of time." "Don't worry," answered Snufkin. "We shall have wonderful dreams, and when we wake up, it'll be spring." Mumbled Moomintroll sleepily, but he had already drifted away into a hazy dream world.